Hello, Kentucky. Yes, Troy may be good. Even Pope believes so. But Kentucky is very good, and can we beat them? Before the news, if you believe Kentucky will win, subscribe to the channel. And this Friday night, in Milwaukee, the Kentucky Wildcats will face a challenge that, although seemingly accessible, demands total concentration and respect: the Troy Trojans. Mark Pope, Kentucky's coach, did not spare praise for his opponent during his weekly radio show, recognizing the technical quality and competitive strength of the Trojans. For him, this is a match that will demand maximum attention, but also a clear opportunity for Kentucky to demonstrate its superiority. Pope, known for his tactical acumen and ability to motivate his players, highlighted one crucial aspect of Troy. They're a well-organized team led by an exceptional point guard who was voted the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. This player, whose ability to drive the offense has been emphasized by Pope himself, will be the Trojans' driving force on the court. However, the Kentucky coach sees more than just one star player. He sees an intriguing duality in Troy's numbers, a team that is strong on the offensive rebound, capable of consistently creating second chances, but simultaneously vulnerable on the perimeter, where three-point shooting has been an Achilles heel. This detailed analysis reflects not only Pope's preparation as a strategist, but also his conviction that Kentucky has all the tools necessary to emerge victorious. Pundits might look at Troy's 29.9% three-point shooting and see a glaring weakness. But Pope knows that weaknesses only become advantages when exploited correctly. He has already outlined the game plan: force the Trojans to shoot under constant pressure, denying them open space, and playing aggressive defense in the crunch moments. If Kentucky can execute this strategy with precision, it will effectively negate one of the opponent's main weapons. Pope also emphasizes the importance of controlling the paint. With Troy being one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the country, any sloppy defense could cost them dearly. The Wildcats will need to be relentless in the long ball contest, clearing the glass with authority and preventing Troy from prolonging their possessions. Another key point Pope made is the need to avoid turnovers. Troy has shown efficiency in capitalizing on opponents' mistakes, something that can quickly turn a tight game into a tense affair. However, Pope has full confidence in the discipline of his group. Under his leadership, Kentucky has shown increasing maturity throughout the season, learning to value every possession and make smart decisions under pressure. This mentality will be key to neutralizing any attempts by the Trojans to change the momentum of the game. At the same time, Pope doesn't underestimate Troy's ability to surprise. He acknowledges that the Wildcats are riding high after winning the Sun Belt Conference title, an accomplishment that carries with it significant emotional momentum. But the Kentucky coach sees it as all the more reason for his team to come out hungry for a win. For Pope, Kentucky can't just win this game. He firmly believes the Wildcats will. And that's not arrogance, but a confidence grounded in the meticulous preparation and unquestionable talent of his roster. Pope's speech isn't just a message of optimism. It's a statement of intent. He knows Kentucky has the right pieces to dominate this matchup. With aggressive defense, long ball control, and careful possession management, the Wildcats have everything they need to impose their pace and stifle any chance of a Troy comeback. More than that, Pope is confident in the competitive mindset of his players, who understand the magnitude of the moment and are ready to respond to the call. The respect for their opponent is clear, but the confidence in Kentucky's potential is even greater. When the ball goes up on Friday night, what we'll see isn't just a basketball game, but the embodiment of a well-conceived and executed plan. And with Pope at the helm, it's hard to imagine anything other than a convincing victory for Kentucky. Let's get going. And what about football? The name that is in the spotlight now is Larry Miles, a three-star wide receiver and promising talent from Orlando, Florida. With impressive numbers in his junior season, 68 receptions, 1,204 yards, and 10 touchdowns, Miles not only demonstrated his value on the field, but also attracted interest from renowned programs across the country. And among these giants, Kentucky is firmly positioned, showing that Mark Stoops' vision for the future is aligned with the search for young stars. Kentucky's presence in the race for Miles is a clear reflection of the consistent work that has been done by the program in recent years. It is not only about competing with the great powers of college football, but also about creating a solid identity that attracts athletes with ambition and talent. The fact that Miles chose the Wildcats as one of his final 10 options, alongside names like Florida State, Miami, and Wisconsin, is a sign that the project led by Stoops is gaining respect and recognition. This validation is crucial, especially when you consider the highly competitive recruiting landscape in the state of Florida, which is known for being a hotbed of talent. Larry Miles, with his combination of speed, space-finding ability, and playmaking ability, appears to be exactly the type of player Kentucky needs to further strengthen its offensive machine. The wide receiver position is one of the most strategic in modern football, requiring players who can change the course of a game with a single play. Miles has already proven himself capable of doing just that, and his arrival to the program could represent a game-changer for the 2026 recruiting class. The timing is all the more significant because Kentucky is still seeking its first official commitment for this cycle. That puts Larry Miles in a unique position. He could become the starting point for a new era within the program. His decision will carry with it a symbolic weight, marking the beginning of a renewed effort to build a team capable of competing at a high level in the coming seasons. For Mark Stoops and his recruiting team, this is a golden opportunity to cement Kentucky's reputation as an attractive destination for the nation's top talent. It's also worth noting the crucial role that official visits play in this process. Miles' scheduled stops include Pittsburgh, Louisville, and, of course, Kentucky. These visits are more than just formalities. They represent a chance for the program to make a lasting impression. The vibrant atmosphere in Lexington, the dedication of Stoops and his staff, and the Wildcats' recent history of success could make all the difference. If Miles feels that Kentucky offers the ideal environment to develop both his athletic career and his personal development, the chances of him donning the blue and white increase considerably. It's impossible to ignore the humble and spiritual tone present in Miles' statements about the recruiting process. When he says that he's leaving it all in God's hands, it's clear that his decision will be guided by something bigger than simply rankings or outside pressures. This aspect could even benefit Kentucky, a program that, under Stoops' leadership, has demonstrated values such as hard work, integrity, and a commitment to collective growth. For a player like Miles, who is looking for a place where he can thrive both on and off the field, these principles could be a major differentiator. As the clock ticks down toward the final whistle, Kentucky remains steadfast in its quest to land Larry Miles. Regardless of the outcome, the fact that the program is in the running is a testament to the continued progress and long-term vision that has guided Mark Stoops' work. College football is a game of patience and strategy, and in this case, Kentucky appears to be playing its cards wisely. If Larry Miles decides to join forces with the Wildcats, it will be the beginning of an exciting chapter for the program's future. Will he make it? Let us know.